is your organization in your office. Okay, because I don't know if y'all realize this, but as Mary Kay consultants, we have like 27 legal tax sections. Holy moly, that's like really great. So basically, when it comes to taxes, I'm going to say this like from the bottom of my heart with all the nicest like meaning in the world, but it's so important that when you do taxes, you do taxes with a woman or a man who has done Mary Kay consultant taxes before. Okay, and here's why. Because accountants who've never done taxes with Mary Kay consultants and directors, they do not realize what they're doing. Okay? Now, you may have been going to the same lady forever, and George and I have, but Lacy and I both learned the hard way that when you work with someone who doesn't know our business or our company, they don't understand all the deductions and really all the money you should be getting back. Okay? And I don't want you guys to miss out on thousands. Do you hear me? Thousands of dollars worth of money that should be coming back to your home. So this is the company that my national, who's been in Mary Kay for 32 years, she's done like $6 million in commissions, and she's fabulous. I love her. She's from Kentucky. She grew up on a dairy farm, so small town girl, just like our area. So I love that about her. But anyway, okay, so accountingunlimited.com. accountingunlimited.com. They specifically are an accounting firm for women like you and me. That is their sole purpose. Pat Hackle and her team have been doing this for years and years and years and years. I think probably like 30 or 40 years. Okay, so they know our company, they know our heart of our company, and she loves helping us because she feels that her mission is to enrich consultants' lives. And I had the privilege of learning from her, and she's just a fabulous woman. And so right here is this worksheet for consultants. To find it on accountingunlimited.com, you click forms, and then you click tax consultant worksheet. Okay. Now what's really nice about this is you're going to see all the different categories that you are liable to deduct. Okay. On her website, she actually has a webinar that will take you through this worksheet so you can see exactly how you're supposed to fill it out. But ladies, do you realize that the bills, and your cell phone bill, your internet bill, the square footage of your home, your hair and your nails, anything that you purchase from Mary Kay, that's headbands or cotton balls or sponges or hostess gifts or the product that we use on our face is a tax deduction. Your Christmas gifts this year for your family that are Mary Kay items are tax deductions, okay? Any money you spend on Mary Kay, for Mary Kay, hotel, travel purposes, the mileage for your car, holy moly, if you're not taking down the miles every time you drive for Mary Kay, you need to, because that you get 55 cents for every mile that you drive. And even like your oil changes on your car or your car washes, because your car, your computer, your cell phone, your home, your kitchen table, all of those now are used to build your business. And so those are all tax deduction. Even if it was something that you already owned, she is like fabulous and will be able to account for that, okay? So she actually taught at our webinar, at our conference, that if you have a home, okay, and you are using your kitchen table or whatever room, make it the farthest away from the front door, because the square footage that your guests have to walk through, tax deduction. Holy moly, I thought it was so cool. Anyway, but you're going to see this worksheet. Now, what I have done personally, and this is the first year I've ever done this, and so far I'm loving it. I feel like it's a lot simpler and a lot easier. I used to just have one worksheet, and then all the receipts with all the information would go on one worksheet. Now, how much money do you guys think you spend in a month? Just on general. How many receipts do you collect? A lot. So last year, my poor assistant had to organize all the receipts from 2013 and then try to add them in the categories. I got a lot smarter, so I want to make sure I pass this on to you guys too. So I got a basic expandable file folder from Walmart, okay, and I divided it by the month. Now hear me out, and here's why. Because I want to know exactly how much money a month is going out for my business. Okay, I want to know exactly where my money is going. I want to know how much money is being made. So even at the very top it says total sales including tax. So now, okay, we're in the month of September, right? Any money that I spend for September, whether it's food or gas, hair, nails, trips, hotel, any money at all that's related to Mary Kay, all of it's going to go in the September file. All right? And then at the end of the year, I'm not going to have boxes and boxes of receipts. I'm going to have 12 worksheets. But now I also know my average and how much money I'm spending in gas. I know my average of how much money I'm spending in food. I know how much average I'm spending in everything. This way will also help you determine, am I spending too much on this? Am I spending too much on this? Oh, maybe I should spend, you see what I'm saying? It helps you be able to keep track. But we'll also just keep it all in one place, really organized, really nice. Okay, so just want to reiterate, accountingunlimited.com, I printed off one worksheet for every month, and now all of January is on one sheet. All of February is on one sheet. And so then I can pull out that sheet and see everything. So all of my receipts, all of my sales tickets, all of any expense that I've made or purchased or sales of my product are in each of those folders. Okay.
Girls, this is just from your jam packet, and it says demonstration products to write off. And so keep in mind that all of your demonstration products that you use are a tax deduction. So what Maya and I let you pass on to you is just that this is your roll-up bag that will go with you at your parties and at your facials. And so what's not in your starter kit that you pull off of your shelf to add to your roll-up bag is a tax deduction because it's products you're using. You may be using this yourself as well. You may be using some of the products yourself as well, but it's still a tax deduction. So make sure and jot down on a sales ticket and stick it in your expandable monthly file folder what products exactly, when you do pull demo products off, it's important to write it down on a sales ticket. The other thing that I want in this demo list is actually in your jam packet. The other thing I want to tell you about that Maya and I have thought about is just with your taxes, it's very important to put your sales tickets and, like she said, your order sheets that come in your orders are also going to go in the expandable file folder. And I think that is it on the demonstration products to write off. One quick tip that you can decide if you want to do or not that I just did this year is instead of trying at every party or every facial thinking, oh, I need to give this away, this is what I want to take to give away, maybe an eyeshadow, and pulling it off and trying to remember to keep track of it and write it down, is instead once a month or once every 3 months, put products in a basket and make that your giveaway basket. Write it down on the sales ticket, and so you know that instead of trying to keep track of every item that you give away, you could actually just pull out of your giveaway basket. And you've already wrote it down and it's already kept track of. So some directors do this once a year and fill a big basket full of stuff, and that's their demo and giveaway basket. Some consultants just do it once a month. So it's up to you, but it is a great tracking tool instead of trying to remember every time you have a party or a facial to write something down that you want to give away.
Can I get some of those?
Oh, yes, sure. Sorry, Amber.
Okay, so I hope this is helpful. I know it was like huge for me, and hear me out. When you initially began a Mary Kay business, some of you are in that process of making your inventory decision. Your first year in Mary Kay, your tax return will pay off your initial inventory loan. And that's why we want to teach you such good tracking with your taxes, because if you do it the correct way, your tax income return from your Mary Kay business should be thousands of dollars. Does not make y'all feel good to know that you're going to make money in the next few months? I mean, I started my business in July and didn't even make that much money in my first 6 months in Mary Kay, and my tax return from my Mary Kay business was $1,500. And so that initially paid off my inventory loan, which then I was running a debt-free Mary Kay business, and that's ultimately what we want you guys to do, which we'll talk about that in a little bit. So any more specific questions? Oh my gosh, guys, she desires for us to call her. They're the most friendly staff you will ever meet. They care about you, they love you, and even though they're not local to us, they will help you. And actually, if you're thinking, oh my gosh, I've totally messed up, don't worry, they will help you, they will fix you. I mean, they're just the sweetest people you guys will ever meet. So please do not hesitate using this tool, because they are here for you and for me, okay? The next organization aspect is your profile cards. You're gonna get a lot of profile cards. And so what do I do with a profile card after I've had a facial? Because honestly, you're gonna begin to get a lot of those, and if you don't have a system for keeping track of them or organizing them, it's gonna get kind of just overwhelming, because there's gonna be paper all over your office, and we don't want that either. Okay, so basically, whenever you get a profile card, basically, one of these things right here, you guys, what I would encourage you to do is enter them all onto InTouch. Okay, Mary Kay has done such a great job of being able to have a system for us where we can keep all of them online. Okay, how do you do that? In Touch, Business Tools, My Customers, New Customer. And then you can enter in all her information that she's just filled out for you, and every 3 months, the new product comes out. We get a new lookbook, we get a new product. You can send her a lookbook with a little sample inside for only 70 cents, and Mary Kay does it all. Isn't that great? Not only will your customer love you, but you're gonna look freaking awesome because you just sent her some stuff. And it's just a nice way to check up on your customers, because every 3 months when the product comes out, you can book her for like a holiday preview, or, I mean, I'm thinking holiday because the holidays are coming up, but you know, a new product preview or something like that. And honestly, I always get lots of reorders because, you know, product goes down the drain every morning and every night, and they run out of their product. And every 3 months is usually when women run out of their product, because we know our product lasts a long time. And so this is just a really great way to not only keep track of what your customers, but also to give them nice stuff. On the back of this is actually a new system I learned just recently, is instead of trying to wonder, oh my gosh, what did she buy last time, I don't remember, write on the back of her profile card what she's bought and what you know. So this way, if you're doing follow-up calls, you can pull out her profile card, flip over on the back, and you're like, oh, Susie, she bought this, this, and this, and this. Let's see how that's working for her. Let's see how it looks. Let's see if she needs to change shade or how her skin's doing. But this way, you know, like if she's loving her eye cream stuff, or, you know, her foundation or anything like that, you're able to make sure that she's still loving it. Okay, so this is just a way that I've loved, and I have it alphabetized, and then it helps me personally. Yeah, so that's my system.
A couple of things that I would add to this is just that after your customer fills this out, I kind of have a checklist or a post-it note that I have when I was brand new, obviously that I did, but as I've grown in my business and an assistant helps with. And so the first thing is to enter the information from the front on In Touch. So that would be the first step. The second step is to take her email address and put it in a customer group. And so the benefit to doing this, ladies, is instead of just sending an e-card on Mary Kay, you can actually send an attachment. So if you have a product of the month email that you wanted to send out to your customers, you would be able to actually do that from an email group. So possibly add the customer to the email group. The third thing that I do with a profile card is on the back there is the spot for 5 to 7 favorite girlfriends. And I think part of the success in my business, I started with coaches' wives, so I didn't know tons and tons of people. I started with about 5 coaches' wives, but I was diligent at every facial that I sat down to of saying, go ahead and flip over your customer profile card, and then on the back there's a spot for 5 to 7 favorite girlfriends. When you write down 5 to 7 favorite girlfriends, I've got a free gift for you, and they get a free gift too. And ready, set, go. And that was kind of what I would, whether it was a facial or whether it was a party, I was diligent at doing that. And so the third thing is to enter these into an Excel spreadsheet. And the Excel spreadsheet is very simple. It is just simply the referral's name, their phone number, and who they were referred by, which would obviously be the person on the front. And that is my referral Excel spreadsheet, so that they're all organized into one spot. And then the fourth thing that a person, you or an assistant does with a customer profile card is maybe a Facebook friend, because some of you have Facebook Mary Kay pages, and so that might be the fourth thing, is if you're not friends with this customer on Facebook already, might be to Facebook friend. So again, enter the information from the front up here. And I am going to tell you that customer birthdays are important, because I have these pre-made postcards that say, enjoy, thank you for being a special customer, enjoy $5 off this month, happy birthday, I value you, your Mary Kay consultant, Lacy. And present this card to me, or remind me about it when you order this month for $5 or $10 off. Well, your choice. I mean, you guys could choose if you wanted to get $5 or $10 off. But those postcards are already pre-made, so that all I have to do is look on In Touch, because In Touch will tell you who has birthdays this month. And it prints out the September list of birthday reports, and all you have to do is stick the labels on the front of these postcards. But can you imagine, our business we are part of the loyalty building business and relationship building business, and when they get a postcard from you, then it does build relationships and it builds loyalty to you, their consultant.